There are over 7 billion people on this planet, each of us with our own talents and quirks that make us special and unique. Still, with a variety that wide, it can be pretty hard to stand out at times, which makes it all the more impressive when someone comes along who's so incredible that they blow everyone away. Whether it be through physical or artistic talent, there are individuals out there who amaze the world through sheer will and dedication, and today we're going on a journey to get to know these people who have truly shocked the world. Today we will take a look at the girl when everyone laughed at her face, and today she is like this. Top 10 Unusual People. Before we continue, don't forget to hit that like button, also subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Let's begin. Sarah Atwell. When Sarah Atwell was just a baby, no one would have imagined that anything about her was different. She was a healthy and happy child, but as she grew older her mother began to notice a change in her face. The story of a teenager from Canada who endured cruel teasing due to her disfigurement is about to be revealed. Sarah Atwell, a 17-year-old from Nova Scotia, has suffered from neurofibromatosis since she was 8 months old. The incurable condition caused a large tumor to grow on the side of her face. Sarah's case, the tumor was in the face, and this caused the side right of her face was drooping, but at the time she was too young to go through surgery and his family was unable to pay for the procedure using past, and Sarah started to study, and the parents thought they knew how much there were about them was suffering, but they actually had no idea that she was dealing every day at school with her classmates and cursing vain sending her appearance. Sarah was bullied and was excluded. Sarah responded by posting a video on Facebook, explaining her condition and how the bullying made her feel. Supportive messages flooded in from around the world. She made a video and posted on her Facebook page. In the extremely moving video, she revealed how bad her life at school was. The courageous teenager's attitude was rewarded with a wave of admiration for her courage. Her colleagues started to see Sarah in a totally different way. Impressed the comfort she is today. Sarah is 20 years old, and her dream is finally coming true. She finally made the plastic surgery, admitted that Sarah's tumor was an extreme case, and to restore her face back to normal shape was a procedure risky,
fighting back,
but also a success, and Sarah is delighted with the result. Now we want to know your opinion on the story about her change. So comment there, share it with your friends, and don't forget to leave like video. Tessa Evans. A little girl born without a nose due to an ultra-rare genetic condition is due to have a brand new 3D printed nose implant fitted. Tessa Evans, 8-year-old, from County Derry, in Ireland, is one of only 100 people in the world with Bosmer-Hinia microphthalmia syndrome, BAM syndrome. As well as being born with no nose, BAM syndrome has also left Tessa with limited vision in right eye, and none in her left eye. Due to her lack of nose, at 8 days old Tessa was given a tracheostomy to open up a second airway, and help her breathe. Tessa's mother Grain said, even if they were able to make an airway for Tessa with her nose, she still wouldn't be able to smell, because she doesn't have the part of the brain that processes the smells. However, young Tessa chooses to look on the bright side when it comes to her inability to detect odors. At the age of 2, Tessa was the first person in the world to have a nasal implant made using 3D technology. When she was 4, a larger implant was fitted which got infected and had to be removed. Now Tessa's medical team are now planning to insert a new nose next year. Tessa loves riding her skateboard and playing with her 3 siblings, brothers Cathal, 11, and Nawaz, 4, and sister Cassie, 10.
I got a new nose. I hope it's not scary,
she said. The first thing I'll do when I get my new nose is put my glasses on. I can't wait for my new nose. It's going to make me really happy. Gabe Adams. Gabe Adams was born in Brazil without any arms or legs. As an infant, he was abandoned by his mother and ended up at an orphanage. Fast forward several years, and this remarkable young man has become an inspiration to everyone he meets. Gabriel Gabe Noah Adams was born in Sao Paulo, Brazil, with Hanhart syndrome, a rare medical condition characterized by underdeveloped limbs, mouth and jaw. In Gabe's case, none of his limbs grew at all. Gabe was adopted from an orphanage by American parents Janelle and Ron Adams, and was taken to the U.S. as a baby, growing up with 13 siblings in Utah. At school Gabe, now 19, tried out for the dance team as a way of making friends, discovering he could use his limbless body to his advantage in the art of breakdancing. After graduating from high school he has continued to prove his independence, moving out of the family home, and embarking on a career as a motivational speaker.
When we were getting ready to go to a family birthday party and
From a young age, Gabe started using a wheelchair, but his parents were determined that their son would be as independent as possible. Sizifo Soldati.
I'm missing a left arm, and as well as my legs are not on the same length.
The woman born with a shortened leg and missing left arm has defied the odds to become a fashion model. Sisifo Soldati, from South Africa, has phocomelia, a rare congenital condition that causes limb mutation and deformity. As a child, she struggled to fit in with her peers due to her physical difference. People shunned her and believed she was cursed. She said, "People think that people with disabilities are cursed, that she is bewitched, and her parents did something wrong." Despite her challenging adolescence, Sisifo eventually learned to love her unique body. Refusing to hide her disability, she began posting photos of herself in bikinis and chic outfits on social media. Sisifo added, "Now I want to be everywhere. I want you to see me." As her followers grew, she was scouted and signed by a local modeling agency as one of their first disabled models. Sisifo is also an award-winning filmmaker who has produced and directed TV shows and films for local media outlets. As an influencer, she strives to motivate others to follow their dreams by sharing her journey to self-acceptance and body positivity. She said, "I want to be somebody that inspires someone to live their lives despite their limitations." Allegra Cole. A Barbie fanatic from California wants to become the world's fittest Barbie doll. We last met Blondie Bennett 7 years ago, when she was going through hypnotherapy to become more doll-like. However, Blondie has now replaced the hypnotherapy with weights and protein shakes. 4 years ago, Blondie, who lives in LA, embarked on a journey to transform herself from a skinny stick to a muscle bombshell. Blondie's decision to transform her aesthetic into what she describes as a superhero Barbie has meant that she now needs to train 4 times a week and eat 5 or 6 times a day. But it's not just dumbbells that Blondie has been lifting. In the last 4 years, Blondie has had a facelift, lip lift, cheek lift. She's had her eyes done, her lip implants replaced, and changed out her old chest implants for expanders, taking her chest from 1,700 cc to a whopping 4,000 cc. For most people this might seem extreme, but not for Blondie. She wants to look like she's had work done and is actively trying to look more plastic. However, her procedures haven't come cheap.
That superhero Barbie extreme look.
Blondie estimates all her procedures in the last 4 years have cost over $100,000. Today, Blondie meets up with a friend of hers, who's got a lot of chest and a lot of behind, to take her through a home workout. Aaron Soder.
My name's Aaron. I'm a one-handed gamer. I lost my dominant arm, but not my passion for gaming.
The word inspirational is thrown around a lot, but in the case of Aaron Soder, the word rings true. He's an inspiration for gamers and amputees alike. Some of the players are missing a leg. Others have lost an arm. One player lost both of his hands. But the loss of limbs isn't stopping these guys from hitting the court and doing what they love. The Cactus Classic, the country's only stand-up amputee basketball tournament, took place in Phoenix this weekend. Athletes from Arizona and from across the nation gathered at ABILITY 360 Sports and Fitness Center to participate in both 3-on-3 and 5-on-5 games. Aaron Soder played basketball all his life, and he was determined that losing an arm wasn't going to stop him from hitting the court. After losing his dominant arm in a terrifying accident, an Air Force vet and gamer didn't lose his passion for video games. Aaron Soder nearly lost his life back in 2009 when he was hit by a drunk driver and had his right arm severed below the shoulder. Despite this harrowing ordeal, the now 33-year-old is thriving and has become a formidable Overwatch and Apex Legends player by using an Xbox controller with one hand. Aaron, of Arizona, said, "After the accident I never thought I would game again. But I just took it day by day, step by step, challenge by challenge." Esther Calixby.
I really hated being hairy. I was becoming very depressed and it was like a burden.
An artist is embracing her chest hair and challenging beauty ideals by creating a self-liberating photography project about body hair and femininity. Esther Calixby, also known on social media as Queen Isi from Canada, said she inherited the hairiness from her father's family, who is part of the Wi tribe in Ivory Coast, Africa. Esther spent her teenage years hating and obsessively shaving the hair on her chest and legs, to the point that it left her severely depressed. Tired of hiding her chest hair like a heavy burden for years, she began questioning the cultural norms and ideals around female body hair. Esther said, "I'm tired of feeling like I have to look a certain way to be beautiful. That's when I decided to fully embrace my chest hair." At the age of 22, Esther finally ditched the razor and let her body hair grow out, and she never looked back. She has also launched a photographic series, Lavender, to proudly display her chest hair and embrace her natural beauty in self-portraits. With her artwork and photos, Esther hopes she could inspire and encourage other women to accept and love themselves. Ashley Skye. Meet Ashley Skye, the million-dollar Catwoman of New York. With her hairless curves and pillowed pout, the 30-year-old is the epitome of glamour, but her life has not been easy. Born male, she felt from an early age that she was in the wrong body, and aged 12, began secretly taking hormones. During some of her darker times, Ashley, now CEO of her own fashion brand, Mushy Cutacy, found solace in her idol Catwoman, who she adores for being a strong, fearless female. She said, "I became infatuated with becoming Catwoman. I wanted to feel invincible." Age 19, Ashley had gender reassignment surgery, and since then, she has spent more than $1 million on her Catwoman look. To date, she has had 2 facial feminization operations, 2 jaw operations, 2 chin operations, 4 nose jobs, rib removal, 3 facelifts, and 6 chest augmentations. Next, she is planning a procedure to make her eyes more cat-like. Now Ashley, who can take up to 3 hours to get ready, and does not go out, unless she looks picture perfect, is finally comfortable in her own skin. She revels in the attention her look attracts, seeing it as an incredible contrast to all those years she spent feeling out of place.
I am the million-dollar Catwoman.
By sharing her story, she wants to offer hope to other transgender and non-binary people. Thank you for watching my video until the last second. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell to watch many more interesting videos. Now goodbye.